Hello, 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 and welcome back to Strange Horticulture. We're returning for another episode of the lovely plant identifying mystery shop game. So let's load it up. Alright. Day 2, Saturday. Alright. So I have this card, if you remember from last time, I have this card, it says, row H of the third river. So I have some of this will to explore, so maybe I'll start out with that. We'll go, a map of Undermere and the surrounding area, so let's open that up. Row H, the third river. So, row H, the third river, so this is River Ert. 1, 2, 3. So here's the third river. So the River Dudden. Let's see that a little closer. The River Dudden. Dudon? I don't know. Something like that. So row H, the third river. So it looks like I'm supposed to match this up somewhere. I don't know if this looks quite accurate though. Row H, because this is one. So the River Ert, the River Esk, and then the River Dudden. None of these look quite correct. So the third river. 1, 2. Let's just go here and we'll see what that is. Okay. Oh, yep, that was correct. A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotten flesh. Death for one provides life for many. That plant. New plant acquired. Alright. Very nice. That actually looks like a plant that I was trying to identify last time. Let's see if I remember which one. I think I might have been trying to identify Gandyroot. This is definitely not Gandyroot. The dark blue petals are soft and feathery to the touch. My fingers ache from handling this plant. I'm curious. This almost looks like the gilded Dendra. Because if you see, the gilded Dendra, Mariska obitus, says, do not drink the sap of this plant. The lips and veins will turn as black as the blood succumb... Well, sorry. The lips and veins will turn black as the blood succumbs to Dendra's miasma, a sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of this plant can be painful. It says my fingers ache from handling this plant. So I wonder if this is the gilded Dendra. I'm gonna label it. We're gonna see. Gilded Dendra. Okay. Gilded Dendra. I might add a little question mark to the end of here. So I'm really not sure. But it looks like it might be. Alright. Excellent. Let's move on. Hellebore. Adorable as usual. Let's ring the bell. Isidore Burbage. Bring me a sample of Apis demissus, and be quick about it. That damn cat is setting off my allergies. Shouldn't have an animal in a shop like this. You don't like hellebore? How dare you? That's so rude. You look like you might have a bio. Isidore Burbage. Burbage is a rich man who inherited a fortune, but never experienced the love of his parents. He expects people to do his bidding, and is quick to anger. There are many in Undermere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with wealth comes power, and few would challenge him to his face. Alright, he's the barrister. So got the psychic and the barrister. Okay, so Apis demissus. So Ibis is something with bees. Let's start with, let's see, so Bishop's Parasol, Butterdale, William, Firm's Worry, Agricola Timor, Forest Camphor, Camimum Silva, Foxbutton, Camimum Woltes, Gandyroot, Apis Demissus. Okay, so Gandyroot. So we must have Gandyroot. I'm just not sure where. Alright. So it's got rough leaves. Oh, this actually might be. I was looking for a blue flower. It's kind of funny. The leaves are coarse to the touch. Yeah. So, a plant with medicinal properties can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. So it's got this shape to the leaves. It's got this little red dangly bit in the middle. I used to know what that was called. And then it's got rough leaves. The leaves are coarse to the touch, and the rough leaves can be an irritant. Okay, so this looks like it's Gandyroot, Apis Demissus. Use it. It is Gandyroot, plant identified. Get up a country. Meekdew, Mollis fidem. The beautiful flowers, made up of many smaller florets, make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. Okay, so it's made up of many smaller florets. Interesting. I am curious about this one. It smells of nothing I can detect. This actually looks like the... where is it? The Friendshipy one. Foxbutton? An offering of Foxbutton is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. I mean, that looks pretty accurate. They're rounded, unlike the one that we found last time. Yeah, this looks like it might be Foxbutton. So I'm gonna identify this one as maybe Foxbutton. Foxbutton. Okay. And then this one is the what did we say that was? Gandyroot. Oops, where did my labels go? Over there. Gandyroot. Okay. Excellent. Okay, alright. Neat. Let's ring the bell again. David Schaefer. Lake Undermere is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. Thank you. Ooh, this one has a seal on it this time. There's an old slate mine at Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Oh, it's our good old friend Amos again. It's an old slate mine at Hard Knot. So, slate mine at Hard Knot. I'll put this back and we'll open this up. Hard Knot. Okay, well, found it right away. Alright. Yeah, we'll try that there. An iron gate, rusted by years of abandonment, sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. Okay. So I gotta find that Clowillium. Where? I know I identified it, potentially. I really should organize these on by whatever. So Lovelock, that is the used plant. It is. Excellent. I'm gonna collect that. Okay, so I get stuff from there, but where did I first? Aguria. Cyphus spectaculum. When burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Light blue flowers, like rounded tufts of gentle lamb's wool, characterize this plant. Okay. I wonder if I have anything like that. It doesn't look like I do. At least not yet. Okay. I'm actually going to just organize purely based on what I've already identified. I'm just gonna put some stuff over here. Wonderful. Very nice. Okay. Alright. The gate swings open slowly, complaining loudly on its rusty hinges. After a short exploration of the tunnel, I am rewarded. Alright, 3 plants. I'm gonna collect those. New plants acquired. Oh, 3 mushrooms. Okay. Neat. We didn't have a lot of mushrooms before. So the glowy green one, I guess you could call it like purpley gray, darker purpley gray toward the bottom and like a lighter gray toward the tip, with some red like warts on it. And then red ones with white stems and red warts on them. Alright. I don't really have anything to do yet. Alright. We're gonna dig the bell again. Reuben Ward. I'm headed to Greasedale Forest, investigating a possible murder there. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot, and they're not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. My instinct is they're hiding something. I was hoping you might have some fox button that would help me win them over. Yeah, I might have some of that. This is what I thought was fox button. It had those rounded leaves. Use plant. It is fox button. Excellent. Collect. Brimlock. Oleum caldarius. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued using a draft, or rescued by a draft made using leaves from the brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. Okay, so it says when the conditions are just right in the cold of winter, it produces small yellow flowers. This is a greenhouse. So it might not produce small yellow flowers. This smooth waxy leaves, that actually looks like it might be brimlock. The leaves are waxy and tough, smooth waxy leaves. Yeah, this might be brimlock. I'm gonna tag that with a label as brimlock. Right. Awesome. Okay. Let's ring the bell again. Victoria Gray. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with the help of the St. John's poppy. Oh right, yeah, I helped you out. I also added roommates for you. There's a medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? I need my sleep. Okay, so you need Harlequin Blue. I think I maybe identified that. So Harlequin Blue, let me go here. Harlequin Blue. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be the spirits of dead souls trapped within the plant. I see. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that should work for you. Try that. That is Harlequin Blue. Excellent. Collect. Shimmerlung. Animatus lumensis. Animatus lamentis. The dried stem of the shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near-blinding white-purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large, ridged leaves. Ooh, okay. Large, ridged leaves. I wonder if it's this one. Dried stem. What are you? Smells faintly of wood smoke. Feels like rough glass paper. Nope. It's a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. Actually, I wonder if this one right here is the wren. So I remember it saying something. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons, and so can be used to detect them. But has no flowers. This one has no flower. It is said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death, and sweet to those who have not. It has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. The leaves look kind of wrinkly, but this one, I mean, this one has this kind of curve to it. Seems similar. Maybe I'll put that one as wren with a question mark. I don't know. Wren? Maybe. I'm not totally positive, but we'll see. Because these don't look quite wiggly enough. But then again. Okay. The will to explore. Oh, what did that person say? This guy. Reuben Ward, the investigator. Reuben works with the police on murder cases. He is a kind, good-humored man, but beneath the mask, he is deeply sad. Me too, buddy. His only child, a daughter, had seemed troubled for some time before running away from home several years ago. The victims whose stories he tries to uncover are all somebody's son, somebody's daughter. The search for answers drives him forward, piecing together the logic of life and death. Okay, so he's headed to Greysdale Forest, investigating a possible murder. I don't know if I want to go there yet, because he says the Sisterhood are a secretive lot, and they're not keen to talk to me, and I need some fox button. I don't know if I want to go there quite yet. I do vaguely remember that there is something that takes me there automatically, so I'm not gonna pursue that at the moment, but we'll ring the bell again. Bethany Coleman. You may have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. The Sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. Okay, well, I think this is the thing that brings me to the forest. Mary's breath. The wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. It is said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in the royal gardens so that the king could ensure the trust of his confidants, but the practice fell out of favor. Okay, so wide, waxy leaves. Wide, waxy leaves. This has, the veined leaves have a waxy finish. Well, this definitely has veins on it. Those are some pretty wide-looking leaves. Veined leaves have a waxy finish. Okay. Yeah, this looks like it might be Mary's breath. I mean, it has that sort of right shape to it, too. Alright. We're gonna use this plant. Mary's breath. Plant identified. I got a letter. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to, let me label this first, and then I'll open up that letter. Nope, I did it. Mary's. Okay. Very good. Alright, close the book for now, and open this. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen, and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in Greasdale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore across from Torver. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Arduina. That is a very pretty logo thing. I like it very much. Okay. I'm going to ring the bell again, and we'll do this right at the end of the day. I'm this close to reporting you, Halfwit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I'll have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right. Oh, okay. Oh, alright, so it gives me two options. I need to think carefully about which plant to use here. My actions could have consequences. So, Butterdale or Meekdew? Alright, let's pull out this plant thing. I'm gonna set this letter off to the side. We'll look at it later. Okay, so Butterdale or Meekdew? So Butterdale, often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. Okay, so last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously, so this would help. So the dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. I did see this one that looks like it might match, so I'll look at that in a moment. And then Meekdew. So it may be a pleasant looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. I see, so the choice here depends entirely on whether I want to help him or if I want to cause him more pain. Yeah. Because I'm a nice person, I'm going to give him Butterdale. And also because I'm not sure if I actually have Meekdew yet. I imagine if it gives me the option, I probably do. But curious. Small leaves, delicate flowers. This may be Meekdew, actually. I can probably identify both of them. So Meekdew, beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets. Yep. Touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. Okay. Yeah, this looks like it might be Meekdew. So I'll tag this as Meekdew. Okay. And then Butterdale. This looks like Butterdale. Actually, I never really looked at this properly, so let me just, before I go crazy. The purple flowers have a light buttery scent. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because Butterdale, has, oops. Butterdale is said to have, the flowers smell buttery to some people. Dark green leaves, and they kind of have this sort of shape to them. So that looks pretty close. So I'm gonna assume this is Butterdale. That it is. Alright. Plant identified. Book entry. Cult. Storian. Interitus dulcis. The dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances, as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. A cross-section of the stem shows the distinctive triple xylem and phloem of the Storian. Dark red fruits. So there's this one, red fruits, long flat leaves. There's also this one, small red berries. This one does specify fruits. And it's got funky looking stem shape. Dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances. I do remember, if you remember from last episode, the letter that I got regarding this one said something about a dangerous, actually I think it's this one, dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. I think this is the plant that we got from that. So, dangerous plant, I mean, this is highly poisonous. That seems like it might be right. Red fruit, long flat leaves. Okay. I'm gonna say this is maybe Storian. Storian. Alright. Okay. I identified a few things. Alright, let me... I'm gonna pull out the will to explore. So this is deep in Greasedale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore, across from Torver. Alright. So Greasedale Forest, a mile from the lakeshore. So this is... So each square is 1 mile. You can kind of see it down here. There's plants covering it up, but each of these squares is 1 mile. So, deep in Greasedale Forest, what did it say? Mile from the lakeshore, across from Torver. So here's the lakeshore, and so this is, so here's the lakeshore. The lakeshore's on this one, so there's 1 mile and then another, so this is, so they'd go across this 1 mile. And they'd end up here. So I'm gonna guess here. I hope so. Alright. As soon as I step off the road, 2 members of the Sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest. I am not welcome here. I try showing them the sister's letter, but they tell me I'm in the wrong place and move me along without offering any help. Okay, so I must have chosen the wrong location. Alright, we're gonna water some plants. We'll try this again. If you like this series, definitely let me know. I'm really enjoying playing through this game. It's a lot of fun. I like this style of game. It's very calming. I really like the music, and I just like the identifying little details. It's very pleasing to me. Alright, I'll try this again. So I wonder, so here's the lakeshore. I'm gonna guess maybe it's here. We'll look here. Alright. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door, along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table, draped in silk, is the Arda. There's not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? Asked my escort. I set to work. So I need Wren. I think this is the one that I was thinking might be Wren. I guess we'll find out. So I had identified that as Wren because it's the... Oops. They're known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons. So we're looking to see if she's been poisoned. It has no flower. It smells unpleasant to those who have known death and sweet to those who have not. So we're assuming here that I have known death, I guess, because it smells unpleasant. It has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. The leaves look sort of correct. So we'll give it a try. Use plant. Yep. So that's Wren. Okay. Gray Sandfire. Sabulum canis. Sandfire has a tough outer bark which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. That looks very much like this one up here. Gray Sandfire. What does this say? Smells faintly of wood smoke. Feels like rough glass paper. Okay. I'm gonna identify this as Gray Sandfire. Gray Sandfire. Okay. Alright. Close this one this way. I extract a sample of the Arda's blood and introduce it to the Wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the Wren turn black. which can only mean one thing: gilded Dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. 2 plants. New plants acquired. Okay. Oh, okay. These actually look like 2 plants that I may have that look very familiar. We'll try to identify those 2 before we go. Alright, so I have Gary Sandfire. Gorgio? Is this one of them? No. Mellow Glow, I think, was one of them. So the Mellow Glow has sharp thorns that protect it from predators. This turquoise flower has sharp thorns. These look like they're curved. So I bet you this is the Mellow Glow. So unlike the other one, which I forget where that one is. I think it's this one here. Unlike this one, because this one has the straight thorns. This one has sharp thorns and they're curved, like these ones. So I think this one's Mellow Glow. Mellow Glow. Alright. Cincinus maturis. Alright. And then, what was the other one? I think we identified most of these. Shimmerlung, I think, is the one. The dried stem of the shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near-blinding white-purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large, ridged leaves. It has a pleasing scent. The leaves have stiff ribs. The large, ridged leaves, that looks right. And this looks like it's kind of got that same shape a little bit. Oops. Up in my headphones. It has a pleasing scent. The leaves have stiff ribs. Alright. So, yeah, that looks like it's about right. The correct shape, correct type of leaf. This looks like shimmerlung. Alright. Okay. Wonderful. Alright, I think I've actually identified most of these plants. Some of these I won't necessarily have access to right away, but if they come up in the story, I definitely will have them. That's usually the way that things work here. Flowers are a soft purple with a sweet scent. I don't think any of those have, I don't think I have anything that fits that. Alright, well, so close up the book of plants, put everything away. We can archive this note about the slate mine at Hard Knot, where we got the fungi, and the letter from the Arda. Actually, not from the Arda's dead. The Sisterhood, I believe. Alright, so we're closed. I don't think I read Bethany's. Bethany Coleman. Beth was born into a loving family but never felt settled. She sought out a higher purpose when she was still young and left home at 14 to join the Sisterhood of Arduina. The head of the Sisterhood, the Arda, took a liking to her and helped her to develop a renewed purpose, caring for the forest and putting her faith in the goddess Arduina. Now her mentor has been murdered and Beth is looking for answers. It's interesting because this guy lost his only child. The daughter had seemed troubled for some time before running away from home several years ago. I wonder if they're related at all. I don't actually know that. I'm not... That part of the story I'm unfamiliar with, so... That is an entire guess. So Bethany Coleman. Interesting. Alright. Bethany Coleman is the sister. Excellent. Okay. I haven't found any more of those little pieces of paper that seem to match the things up here, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out more about that. But so our shop is closed. Gotta pet the kitty. Yeah. Kitty. Alright. Okay, let's end the day. Alright, another day, another card. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rustland, south of Crinkle Crags. Alright. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. Okay. So, more directions on this card, more things to explore. Alright. Day 3, Sunday. Excellent. So that'll be it for me, I think, for this episode. Next time, we'll explore whatever this leads us to. We'll help out some more people. And we will identify some more plants. Yeah, so if you like this episode, please feel free to leave a like, comment, let me know what you think of this series. I really enjoy hearing from you. And this game, I don't believe I mentioned in the last episode, but this game was selected via poll by members of my Discord server. So if you're interested in that, feel free to follow the link on my channel and join our Discord server. It's a pretty chill place. But anyway, if you like this video, let me know. And other than that, have some wonderful tea, go outside, take a walk, take care of yourself, go get some water, some food, or whatever you need. And I will catch you in the next episode. Have a good day. See ya.